We welcome you to downtown Houston. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you think of the dream, Hakeem Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Yao Ming. Yes, things are bigger in Texas.
And I tell you, Ed, the energy in this building is scintillating. The Red Rowdies are out, and they're about to make a difference.
And they're ready for liftoff right now from Toyota Center. Harden. And it's Zubac. With the rebound. To Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kawhi Leonard buries the three with a hand in his face.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Harden to Westbrook. Count the basket at the rim. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Number 13, Paul George.
Harden with it up top. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Just off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
It's James Harden once again. 4-3, and James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
To Capella. Good look that time, but off the mark. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Even to Zubac with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Leonard. He engulfed him that time. To Harden. And he scores. Jay, how do you stop that?
Stepping east, then stepping west, and laying the ball right down the line.
Covering all areas of the map. Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Paul George to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's Leonard for 2. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
4-2.
To Paul George. Clint Capella able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
George, Capella's on him. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
Number 23, Louis Williams. And number 5, Montrezl Harrell.
It's Westbrook. That's no good. And look out. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Capella. Not that time. To Leonard. Knocked loose. Leonard. Fires the 3. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
And body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Remaining in the first quarter.
Harden to Westbrook. From the painted area, won't go down. To Leonard. George to Leonard. Jumper's good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
James Harden. He's now 4 for 6.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. Here's a chance from long range. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Patrick Beverly, he thrives in situations like these.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
That'll do it for the first quarter. The Clippers are out in front. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They play with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Austin Rivers fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Rivers with the basketball. 5-point game. That's off the side of the rim, short. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
And now Houston has the basketball. To Rivers. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 7. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Austin Rivers to Gerald Green. The drive right to the basket. Doesn't have the touch, no good.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Russell Westbrook, tough matchup against George. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. The pass taken away by the Clippers. George, Paul George. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard pins it. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. Westbrook. Beyond the arc for three. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. To George. Rockets have the steal. Westbrook. Leonard. Can't connect.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Harden has it up the floor. Paul George gets it in the right corner. To Paul George. Curling inside. George to the basket, but it won't go. And scores. Strong take. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. It's a big finish. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play, and the lead down to 11. To George. Has a look. Paul George, 4 out of 7.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Clippers have it. Leonard. Misfires. It's no good. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Russell Westbrook. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Westbrook into the front court. Down by 15. Knocked loose. Williams. To Paul George. Shot from the lane. Won't go. Now it's Harden at the controls. Here comes the screen. Oh, emphatic slam.
The assist from number 10, Eric Gordon.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To George. Has a chance. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. To Westbrook. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Paul George. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Harden knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Pick up, match up.
Cashes in for two.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Kawhi Leonard against the former MVP. To George. For three, and Paul George good on the quick release.